friends, it's Crystal. Thanks for joining me this week. I want to talk to you a little bit about an example of something that happened recently and point out the fact that this episode is about 3 things that your business marketing needs, but it comes from a place of a situation where I had a client this past month who sadly had their account hacked. And a lot of that seems to be going around. It's very tricky. They're getting better at doing it. And when they do, sometimes they can take over your account to a point where you can't recover it. And so it's kind of scary, especially to businesses who are relying a lot on social media to be the primary focus for their marketing. So today I want to give you 3 things that your business marketing needs, but I also want to talk to you about this example and what happened and how important it is to not rely 100% on social media for everything that you're doing in your business to grow it. So to dive into kind of what happened, I had a client who her business is still kind of in the baby stages, you could say, of growing. She's only been around for about a little over a year, maybe 2 years, and has done most of the business through word of mouth. But really, she wanted to grow her online business and her product shop and eventually get to a point where she was having customers that were all over the country that were able to order from her more consistently, just like all of us do, right? We want to build our businesses. We want to have a continual pipeline of people buying our products and doing, are buying our services. So in her case, she was very heavily reliant on her Instagram account. She had a lot of people who were very responsive. They would see her posts, they interacted with them a lot. Her engagement rates were through the roof. She would get lots of likes and lots of views. All of those things still happening this year, even though video was like the primary focus. She was still doing so well on her account just as it was. And so a lot of those people were very engaged with her, and there were a lot of people that were purchasing from her, or they were great referral sources for people who would purchase and were interested in her products. And so she had this great channel set up. We started working together earlier this year, right before summer hit. We took over helping her with her social media and her marketing and growing her business and really helping kind of streamline the content and step up the game when it came to the quality of photos and the type of copy and the type of reels and things that we started doing and all of that. We kind of helped bring together this cohesive look, and we helped transition her account into her new brand's name. So we did a rebrand and everything. So we put all of this wonderful work into, I would say probably about, at this point, about 5 months worth of work that we have put into helping her do all of this, the rebrand, the growing, the new photography, the new reels, all the things, right? And so she's getting great engagement, great responses. It's working beautifully. And then one day she gets a message on Instagram from a friend of hers account. And that account said, hey, check out this post, da-da-da-da. Well, she constantly does this with friends back and forth like most of us do. And she clicked on the post because she was like, okay, yeah, let me go check this out. What's that? Goes and clicks on it. And as soon as she clicks on it, she didn't realize that she was inviting someone to hack her account. And it's kind of scary that it happens, but it's been happening really often, and it goes through spurts where it happens a lot. And then all of a sudden everyone tightens the reins, and Instagram and Facebook get control of it, and then it stops happening and it kind of slows down. And right now is one of those high times. So if you're here in October or November of this 2021, then you might have seen that this is happening more and more often. It's even happening on Facebook. I've even gotten the messages from people who are like, hey, click and check this out, or hey, I saw you were doing this, click here. And it's all of those kind of phishing type things that get you to click on the link and giving them access to your account and your information. And so that ended up happening where they took over the account and they did all this. So where am I going with this particular story? The point is, don't have one avenue to grow your business. Even if Instagram is killing it for you, even if TikTok is killing it for you right now, if you're reliant on that one avenue, what happens if someone hacks your account and it's all gone? What do you do? Where do you turn for your holiday sales plan? Where do you turn to connect with your customers? All of those things are the true reasons why marketers tell you to build out an email list, look at Pinterest, make sure your site is healthy and has good SEO so that you can rank on Google. We tell you all of these things. We want you to do all of these things because tragic situations like this happen. Sometimes they happen to certain people and sometimes they don't happen to people. It's never happened to me, but it's not to say that it couldn't happen in the future. They're getting more and more clever about it. And so it's just a great real life example of something that's happened to someone that I know and can tell you for a fact you need to have more than one avenue. That said, let's dive into 3 things that your business marketing needs and some examples of how you can start applying those pieces. The first thing is, just like I mentioned, the obvious. Have more than one avenue to be connecting with your customers. If you have been going steadily, social media has been a great place to kind of build and get things going, but you really want to pick up the momentum, you need to have other channels in your sales funnel to be getting in those customers. So that means, are you looking at maybe doing some Pinterest? Pinterest is making it fun for you to not only be able to blog and talk about the benefits of your products, how to use them, all of the instructional pieces and things that people look for, but they're also allowing you to tag products and are becoming more creator friendly. So it's a great place to be able to drive traffic to your website, which is great for SEO and for Google, and you can tag products. Or maybe you're looking at taking some of the content and things you've been doing on Instagram and really trying to grow your TikTok. I would say don't try to do 5 to 7 different things all at once, especially if you're a small business owner, but pick maybe 1 or 2 other avenues that you could take content you're already making and repurpose that content over there and give yourself another avenue to grow your audience. And then more importantly, make sure that you're funneling them somewhere where you can connect with them and contact them. And that usually comes in the form of an email list. Now, that doesn't mean you need to have some kind of robust and sexy opt-in or anything crazy like that. It just means have a place that you can invite those people to stay connected with you. Because if something were to happen to your accounts, someone hacks your social media, anything like that that goes on, you have another way of reaching out to them to let them know that you still have seasonal sales going on. And if you aren't able to do that, you need to really look at your business, because what happens if it all goes away? Another thing that your business marketing needs is that you need to also be focused on making sure that you see the results and give it time to work. I often see where people jump in because they're like, oh wait, like TikTok's the latest thing. Like, let's jump over there and start posting some videos, repurpose some of the reels and stuff that I've done. They wait a couple weeks, nothing happens. It's not growing a lot. They're only getting maybe 100 views, little things here and there like that. So after like 2 or 3 weeks, they're like, I'm gonna move on. You're not giving it enough time to work. So the next thing that your business marketing needs is making sure that you have a good action plan in place and then giving it the time to make sure that it works. Just like when you started on any other platform, or maybe on Instagram if that's your main platform, just like when you started there, everything wasn't perfect. You weren't getting, as much engagement. You didn't have hardly any followers, things like that you have to build on. So if you're going to these other platforms and expecting to just take off like some of the accounts have in the past, it may not happen that way. You might have to give it a little bit more time to build it up, make sure you're putting out enough quality content, find out what content's working best on that particular platform, and then give it the time to measure it. Look at measuring it in maybe 3-month increments is how I like to look at it. Look at it in, 30 days, look at it then in 3 months, and then look at it again in, 6 months. And, looking at those measurable markers there, looking at the data, see if the account's growing, seeing how your engagement's growing, seeing if you're getting sales from those channels, and then evaluate whether or not that channel is working out best for you, or if you could pivot in another direction and look at something like, Pinterest, or investing more in SEO and blogs and other pieces like that to your business that you can use to drive more traffic and sales. And the third thing that I want to touch on that your business marketing needs right now is follow-up. I can't say how many times I've seen product businesses set up a fantastic brand. They have a great website. They might even have gone as far as already investing in photography and marketing on Instagram, but there is zero follow-up. Follow-up is huge. Where are these people going afterwards? Are you capturing them? Are you giving them additional offers? Are you giving them maybe additional discounts they can use on future purchases? What are you doing with those people afterwards? Really make sure you have a follow-up plan, because you're driving so much traffic to your site and you're spending so much time connecting with these people throughout the holiday that you need to make sure you're following up with them and you're capturing them and you're nurturing that relationship so that you can actually grow your business and be able to launch something in the spring. Have these people already on your email list that you can reach out to, and then build on top of that to add more people to your audience. That's how successful businesses grow. They have to compact on each other. So it's not just the ramp up to the sales, the posts, the stories, all of those things. Buy me, buy me, buy me. It's also, what are you doing on the backside to stay connected with them, to follow up with them, not just on shipping updates and what they've already done, but how are they going to connect with you? Are there blogs and things that you've been posting about that you can share, setting up those emails and things to stay connected with the people who have already chosen to click buy? So please, please, please make sure you have a follow-up plan to all of the marketing that you're planning on doing. in this last quarter of 2021. And if you're feeling confused, maybe you've experienced, that you've realized, oh my gosh, I've only got one sales channel. Where do I go next? Hop on a free consult call. I'll leave the link below. You can connect with me directly. I have no problem with diving into your business, taking a look and letting you know maybe some good avenues that you could look at and taking those next steps to really building out a successful marketing plan for your business that isn't 100% reliant on just social media. So thanks again for hanging out with me today. Make sure to click and subscribe below, click like, comment, leave me any questions that you have about anything that I've talked about today or anything you'd like to see in the future, and I will see you again soon.